this one's fully scripted. Hi, and welcome to I started using my iPad more and my notebooks less, and it took a while for me to find some apps for creativity, but I think I did it. So a while ago I got a new iPad. I'm actually using it to read my script right now, don't mind me. That was a huge game changer for my design work. I used to have like an older iPad, like an older one, like the really, like the rounded ones. And it had like the stylus with like the little bumpy thing at the end. So it just wasn't as good for like the illustration parts of my design work. It just wasn't as good, you know? Because of that, I used notebooks a lot. Like these guys, well, these two are the only ones with things in it, but these guys. Using a notebook was nice. I got to like actually sketch and like move things around, and I really enjoy that. But now my eraser works, so who's the winner? But in using my iPad a lot more, sometimes even replacing my laptop now that I think about it, I've discovered a lot of apps that I don't think I would be able to design without. This one is probably not going to come as a surprise to you. Procreate is used by a lot of illustrators and designers that use iPads just because it's a great app. It's where I do all of my hand drawing, because it feels like I'm sketching in my notebook again. Except now I can use the eraser. Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about the eraser. Like, I don't let all these pens, all these pencils, and not a single eraser actually works for me. Nah. But being able to just draw it and then bring it into Illustrator without having to draw it and take a picture of it and then upload it somehow to whatever computer I'm using and then put it in Illustrator and then draw over it again in Illustrator. It's simplified my workflow so much more. And in simplifying it, it has actually sped up a lot of the work that I do. Now I can just think of something, draw it, and put it into Illustrator, image trace it, boom, it's a vector. It's a little more limited than Illustrator on the computer, which is why I still have my computers, obviously. I can't do like my day job without them, so. But while it's limited, it's very capable. One of the things they kept in Illustrator on the iPad is image trace. Very convenient. So anything that I draw in another program or anything that I bring from somewhere else on the internet, I can turn that into a vector just as I could on the computer. And it's really nice because I like carrying this around whenever I just feel like drawing something. So I can start something on my iPad, put it into Illustrator here, and then pick it up on my laptop later whenever I have like a bigger space or more time. And because it's saved to the cloud, I can just finish working on it from the laptop and not have to like shove files over and figure out some other way to do it. It's really convenient, actually. I know a lot of you know that there is a website for coolers, but there's an app for it too, and I kind of love it. Sometimes I just spend a lot of time looking at different color palettes and trying to figure out which ones work. Like say I want something spacey or something like 90s pop aesthetic. I can just pick a color and use it just like the website. So you can pick your color palettes, you can randomly generate your color palettes, but then after you've settled on which one you want, you can export it either directly to Procreate as an SVG or as a Photoshop, what's it called? Swatch. And it's really nice because it's back to like that all-in-one kind of feeling that you can just do all of this in the same little machine. And it's not a laptop. Notion is actually where I wrote this script. This is kind of what it looks like. So not only do I use it to write scripts like this, I use it to make my content calendars and my mood boards, and actually to keep notes for my day job, because it really came in handy when I was training for this job, because they do things a lot differently, not really so much differently than I do. I just have a different clientele as a freelancer. Every time an idea pops up in my little pea brain that's just rattling around up there, I can just put it in Notion so I don't forget it. And not only that, I can put it under what type of content it's gonna be, like if it's gonna be a YouTube video, if it's just gonna be on Instagram, on TikTok and Reels, where, like, when I want to post it, like I have a calendar that I can just place these different ideas and say, okay, this is going to be uploaded then, and this is going to be uploaded then. And I don't just use this for myself, I use it for other artists whose content I manage. And it has come, it's so nice, it's so good. Matter of fact, I'm going to mark that I am filming this video. Those are the 4 apps that I use the most. Like literally every day. I open those apps every single day. And there are a few more, and I might do a second part to this video. I honestly love this thing, and if you're an artist, invest in one if you haven't already. And that and the Apple Pencil, invest in them if you haven't already. It saved me a lot of hassle and a lot of trouble, and I don't have to carry around a million pens anymore because of the way that I like to keep my notes, and I don't have to like carry around 3 different notebooks because one of my ideas was in this one, but I don't need this one for all of it. You know, it's just, everything is right here. All of it is right here, and it's such a good investment, at least for the way that I work. So if you haven't got an iPad, I highly recommend you do. And if you like this video, you want more of them, go ahead and hit subscribe, because I'm actually going to keep making videos this time. I know I said this like every single time I make a video and then dip for a year, but I mean it. I'm here. I'm serious. I'm serious. Thanks for watching. You can check out some other videos somewhere else on this screen, and I'm gonna go charge my iPad because I need to use it later. Okay, bye.